beaded hoop earrings, we've got some colorful Delica seed beads here. These are all size 11/0, and we've got purple, gold, lime, and turquoise. And we also have two beautiful briolets. These briolets are carnelian, and the size is 5mm by 6mm. The briolets are drilled through the top this way. We're going to put the earrings together on these gold hoop earrings. These are 30mm in diameter, and we're going to use some 26 gauge gold wire, and we also have matching gold earring hooks, fish hooks. For tools, we have chain nose pliers, we're going to use our round nose pliers, and we're also going to use wire cutters. Before we get started making the beaded hoop earrings, I want to show you what the earring looks like when it's finished, so I can show you the pattern we're going to do. We have our beautiful Delica seed beads on here in a pattern that goes gold purple, gold lime, gold turquoise, and then we have our carnelian down here, and we've turned it into a little dangle. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. The first thing you want to do is cut a 3-inch piece of wire from your 26 gauge wire, and I'm just going to pull this end through and cut a 3-inch piece. That's about 3 inches. And what we're going to do is we're going to slide the briolet onto the wire about halfway. So this is top drilled, meaning the hole goes through the top like that, and we're going to slide the briolet, so it's about halfway down the wire. And then what we want to do is I'm going to hold the wire in place with my thumb on the right side of the briolet, and I'm going to bend the left wire up and over close to the triangle at the top of the briolet. I'm being very gentle though, because these gemstone briolets are very thinly drilled. That space, you can even see the wire going through it. That space is very thin, and you don't want to manhandle the wire. It will break your briolet. Now that I've got this nice little crisscross triangle, what I want to do is I want to bend one of the wires, it doesn't matter which one, straight up from our little crisscross. That's the part that's going to go up and wrap around our hoop earring. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the triangle, I'm going to hold it across with my chain nose pliers like that, and I'm going to wrap this tail around the wire there 2 times, right at the top, right where that triangle is, where the crisscross is. I'm going to pull that around 2 times, 1 and 2, like that, and you can see those little wraps there. And now I want to take my wire cutters and cut that wire, just like that. And if you've got a little piece sticking out there, I have a little tiny piece sticking out, you can use your chain nose pliers and you can just press that little end down. And now what we want to do is make a 90-degree bend at the top here, right above those wraps, using our round nose pliers. I'm out at the end of the round nose pliers so that our loop's going to be tiny. And what I want to do is I'm going to bend a 90-degree bend like that. And then I'm going to slide my pliers into the top of that bend. And I'm going to push the wire over the pliers in the opposite direction of that first bend. Now I reposition the pliers so that I've got the bottom jaw in that partial loop. See the partial loop? I'm going to put my bottom jaw in there. That'll help me bring the wire around to make a complete loop. So now I've got a loop there. And now I want to hold that loop across with the round nose pliers, like that, and pull this tail around to make 2 wraps, just like the wraps we made before. And these wraps are going to go side by side until they touch the previous wrap. So now we've got all our wraps lined up there. And I'm going to use the wire cutters here, just like we did before, and cut that wire. So there's our little briolet all done. Looks so pretty. And now what we want to do is we want to take our hoop earring, and we need to bend this L shape out straight so we can feed the beads on. This is the part that you would put through your ear. And these Delicas will not go around that little corner. So I'm just going to grab that L shape with my chain nose pliers and bend it out fairly straight, like that. So that's straight enough to get the beads on there. And then what we want to do is we want to feed the seed beads on in the order that you see in this pattern here. And the first color that goes on is gold. So I'm just going to fish some gold seed beads out here for us. There's a couple. And we just need one to start. And I'm going to slide one onto the earring wire. And then I'm going to follow that with 3 of the purple seed beads. So here's some of our purple seed beads here. And they just go on one by one like that. We like these Delica seed beads because they're not round, they're very cylindrical. So they line up next to each other and make a nice continuous sort of tube on the wire. Next we have another gold. Every color in this color block pattern is separated by 1 gold seed bead. So there's 3 of the purple, lime is next, and for lime we just put 2 of the limes. Fish some of these out for us. So here we'll put on 2 of these lime seed beads. And we chose this bright pattern and color combo, so we thought it was very playful and fun and upbeat. And you could do a lot of other combinations with these seed beads. They come in all kinds of colors. Our next color, so I've got gold, 3 purples, gold, 2 limes, gold. Now I'm going to do the turquoise. And then our briolette goes right in the middle of all the turquoise beads. So 3 go on here, like that. And then now we can put on our little wrapped loop briolette that we made. That's our little dangle. And it goes on next. And now we're going to put on 3 more turquoise. We're going to essentially copy this side and make the mirror of it on the other side. And now we've got all our beads on. It's looking very pretty, but our briolette is hanging sideways. So what I need to do is take my chain nose pliers here, and holding onto the earring, I'm just gonna crank it over a little bit, just like that. It's very malleable wire. So now our briolette's hanging forward like it should. And now we want to make a loop in this end of the earring wire so we can connect it to the other loop on the earring wire. And to do that, I'm going to take the chain nose or the round nose pliers. I'm going to take the round nose pliers, grab at the very end. I'm going to rotate my hand, which rotates the pliers around. That's as far as I can go. So I'm going to rotate back, reposition, and now I can rotate again. And just keep rotating until you have a complete loop there. And then we want to open, I'm going to open the other loop up. The more you bend and work the wire, the more brittle it gets. So since we've already bent this section once, I'm going to leave that one alone and I'm going to bend the other side because we haven't bent that side yet. I'm going to open this loop just like you open a gate or a jump, really how you open a jump ring. I'm going to lift it up towards the ceiling, and that retains the round shape. And then I'm going to hook that open loop into the loop we made on the other side. And then I can use my chain nose pliers and bend that loop back into place. I just basically flatten it, close the door on it like that. So now that's a complete loop, and all we need is our earring wire. I like to feed the earring wire on from the back. If this loop was big enough, we could just put it through where the ball is, but this ball won't go through that hole. So I'm just going to feed it on from the back like that. And now our hoop is on that fish hook earring wire. Oh, flip it around. And I can use my chain nose pliers to close that little fish hook, the loop on the fish hook, like that. And isn't that pretty? So now we've got a mate here for our beautiful color block beaded hoop earrings.